लोगों के साथ इम्पॉर्टेंट लीगल जीके के क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करूँगी जो आपको अपकमिंग एग्जामिनेशन में फॉर श्योर हेल्प करेगा. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. First question is, India's first ever e-resource center, Nyay Koshal, was inaugurated at Judicial Office Training Institute in which state? An answer is in Nagpur, Maharashtra. Next question is, which committee was set up to make recommendation about the fundamental duties? An answer is Swan Singh Committee. Part 4A provides fundamental duties, and this part 4A of Indian Constitution was added by 42nd Amendment Act 1976, and there are total 11 fundamental duties in part 4A. Next question is, which of the following writs have been referred to as the bulwark of individual liberty? And the answer is habeas corpus. There are total 5 writs in numbers, that is habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari and quo warranto. Writs in India actually are borrowed from the English law, English common law, where they are known as prerogative writs. Next question is, when was the first law commission in India was established? And the answer is, first law commission in India was established in 1834 under the Charter Act of 1833 under the chairmanship of Lord Macaulay. But in free India after the independence, the government of India established first law commission of independent India in 1955 with the then Attorney General of India. The first Attorney General of India was Mr. M.C. Setalwad, and he was also the chairman of first law commission of independent India. And since then 21 more law commission have been appointed, each with a 3-year term. तो लॉ कमीशन का जो टर्म है वो 3 years होता है. एंड फर्स्ट जो लॉ कमीशन ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया का था उसके चेयरमैन थे M.C. सीतलवाड़, और फर्स्ट अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया भी M.C. सीतलवाड़ ही थे. द चेयरमैन ऑफ द 21st लॉ कमीशन वॉज जस्टिस बलबीर सिंह चौहान, B.S. चौहान. Let's come to next question. Who is the chairperson of the National Company Law Tribunal? And the answer is Justice R. Sudhakar is NCLT President, National Company Law Tribunal, and Justice Ashok Bhushan, who was former Supreme Court Judge, he is appointed as the NCLAT Chairperson, National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. Next question. Who is the current chairperson of the National Commission for Backward Classes? Current chairperson is Bhagwan Lal Sahani, and the first Backward Classes Commission was constituted under the chairmanship of journalist and social reformer Kaka Kalelkar. So Kaka Kalelkar was the first chairman of National Commission for Backward Classes. Next question. Who was the first chairperson of National Commission for Women? And National Commission for Women, first it was constituted on 31st January 1992 with Mrs. Jayanti Patnaik as its chairperson. So first chairperson was Mrs. Jayanti Patnaik, and the current chairperson of National Commission for Women is Ms. Rekha Sharma, who assumed the charge as chairperson on 7th August 2018. Next question. When was the Supreme Court of India established? An answer is Supreme Court of India was established on 26th January 1950, and Supreme Court of Judicature at Fort William in Calcutta was founded in 1774 by the Regulating Act of 1773. And both the points are very important. Next question is, who was the first women judge on Delhi High Court? So on Delhi High Court, first women judge was Justice Leela Seth, and she also became the first woman to become Chief Justice of a state high court. And first women judge in the Supreme Court of India was Fatima Bibi. Next question. Who is the current chairman of National Commission for Scheduled Caste? So current chairperson for National Commission for Scheduled Caste is Shri Vijay Sampla. And the first National Commission for Scheduled Caste was constituted in 2004 with Suraj Bhan as the chairman. So Suraj Bhan was the first chairman of the National Commission for Scheduled Caste. Next question is, how many numbers of high courts are there in India? And answer is there are 25 high courts total in India. Court of Judicature at Allahabad is the biggest high court. So Allahabad High Court is the biggest high court. Calcutta High Court is the oldest high court in India, and Sikkim High Court is the smallest high court of India. Next question is, who was the first law minister in India? And Baba Bhimrao Ambedkar was the first law minister in India. Baba Saheb Ambedkar's birthday on April 14 will be celebrated as the Day of Equality, for which the oath will be taken across the Tamil Nadu. Actually, this is a current affair news. Recently in Tamil Nadu, it is declared that Baba Bhimrao Ambedkar Jayanti, that is on 14 April, it will be celebrated as the Day of Equality in the Tamil Nadu. So this point also very important because this is current news. And current law minister at present is Kiran Rijiju. One of the important point is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was the first education minister of India, and his birthday 11th November is celebrated as National Education Day in India. Next question. Why Constitution Day is celebrated? So Constitution Day, also known as National Law Day, is observed annually on 26th November to commemorate the adoption of Constitution of India. The Constituent Assembly adopted the Constitution of India on 26th November 1949, and it came into force on 26th January 1950. So 26th January is celebrated as Republic Day. Next question. On which date Legal Services Day is celebrated? And answer is 9th of November is being celebrated every year by the Legal Service Authorities Act as Legal Services Day. Next question. Who was the originator of the concept of the rule of law? An originator of the concept of the rule of law was Sir Edward Coke, the Chief Justice in James, and the rule of law was further popularized in the 19th century by the British jurist A.V. Dicey. So फर्स्ट जो ओरिजिनेटर है वो एडवर्ड कोक हैं, एंड जिन्होंने पॉपुलराइज किया है कंसेप्ट को वो है A.V. Dicey. Next question. Nemo debit bis vixare pro una et idem causa maxim related to which article of the Indian Constitution? And the meaning of this maxim is nobody should be vexed twice for the same act, and this is relating to Article 20 subclause 2, that is double jeopardy. Next question. Which maxims are related to the principles of natural justice? And two important maxims relating to the principles of natural justice are odi ultram partem, means no one shall be condemned unheard, and nemo judex in causa sua, means no one shall be a judge in his own case. Next question. From which constitution was the idea of emergency provision borrowed in Indian Constitution? So this idea of emergency borrowed from the Constitution of Germany, and some of important points are concept of fundamental rights derived from USA, and concept of fundamental duties derived from Russia, concept of directive principles of state policy derived from Ireland. So these are very important points. Next question, who was awarded the Erline Pact Global Vision Award recently? And this award was given to Justice Geeta Mittal, who was former Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court. Next question, who is the first Indian Prime Minister to preside over a meeting in the United Nations Security Council? नरेंद्र मोदी, जो करंट प्राइम मिनिस्टर है, Narendra Modi would be the first Indian Prime Minister to preside over a meeting of the United Nations Security Council. Former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he was the first External Affairs Minister to deliver a speech in Hindi at United Nations General Assembly. And Vijay Lakshmi Pandit was the first Indian to be the President of United Nations General Assembly. So these points are also important. Next question, recently in which judgment Supreme Court declared that the Maratha quota reservation is unconstitutional? And the name of the case is Dr. Jayashree Lakshman Rao Patil versus Chief Minister and others, 2021, that is famously called Maratha quota case. So the name of the case is important here. Next question, in which recent judgment Supreme Court struck down the some part of the 97th Amendment Act as unconstitutional in nature? And the name of the case is Union of India versus Rajendra Shah and others, 2021, Supreme Court. Name of the case is important here. And 97th Constitutional Amendment Act is actually related to cooperative societies. Next question, in which recent judgment does the Supreme Court grant permanent commission to women in the Indian Army? And the case name is the Secretary, Ministry of Defence versus Babita Punia and others, 2021, Supreme Court. Very landmark judgment, and the name of the case is very important. And in the recent judgment of Kush Kalra versus Union of India, 2021, Supreme Court passes the interim direction to permit the women candidate to take part in the NDA examination. So NDA examination case name is Kush Kalra, and permanent commission is granted in Babita Punia case. Next important question is, in which of the following state of India was the first ever E-Lok Adalat started during the COVID-19 period? And answer is the first session of E-Lok Adalat was inaugurated by Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh High Court. So it was started in Chhattisgarh High Court. And India's first E-Court was opened at High Court of Judicial at Hyderabad. So first E-Court in Hyderabad High Court and first E-Lok Adalat in Chhattisgarh High Court. Next question, in which country public interest litigation originated? And the concept of public interest litigation originated in the mid-1980s in the US. So US is the country where PIL was originated, and the concept of PIL was introduced in India by Justice P.N. Bhagwati in the case of S.P. Gupta versus Union of India. So the name of the judgment P.N. Bhagwati and the name of the case S.P. Gupta versus Union of India, both are important. Next question, which is the first state to provide reservation to the transgender community in the government services? And answer is Karnataka has become the first state in the country to provide 1% reservation for the transgender community in the all government services. In the National Legal Service Authorities versus Union of India, 2014, it was the landmark judgment in which the Supreme Court declared that the transgender people is the third gender. The transgender is declared as a third gender in this case. So the name of the case is important here. And the last question is, what is the meaning of the maxim res nullius? And its meaning is nobody's property or a thing which has no power or no honor, a thing which has no honor. And the meaning of jus gentium means is which natural reason establishes for all men. So this was the last question of this video. I hope you will find this video helpful. If you want to watch more legal GK videos, so you can watch these videos in the playlist of Delhi Judicial Services 2022, and there you can find all the videos of legal GK. अगर आप लोगों को ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगी है सो लाइक दिस वीडियो एंड सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल, ताकि आगे भी मैं और ऐसी रेलेवेंट एंड इम्पॉर्टेंट वीडियोस बना सकूँ आपके लिए. एंड ऑल्सो कमेंट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन इफ़ यू वांट सच रेलेवेंट videos in the future. Thanks for watching.